Yes, this is going. Good evening. I have just come back from a small town fair. I really like the bumper cars. And I actually like to persecute fathers and sons or daughters and mothers. I don't really care on those bumper cars. It's good fun. Today, I would like to talk to you about a novel. And in this case, it's a French novel. The name of the novel in question is The Ice Company. This is written by a very famous and prolific science fiction author from France named G.J.Arnaud. And this is the basis of the popular movie called Snowpiercer and the TV series. While many think that the initial inspiration comes from a French visual novel, a sort of comic book, named, if I remember correctly, Le Transpersonnage, or Transpersonnage, or Transpersonnage. I don't forget the correct pronunciation. I forget the correct pronunciation. And it means, literally, per se, to pierce, and neige, snow. So, Snowpiercer, the name of the movie. Actually, Snowpiercer, the visual novel, was inspired by this book. This author has so many books only dedicated to the world he envisioned in the Ice Company. We are basically talking about over 90 books. Some published directly, some published in French magazines of the time. And the problem with the Ice Company is that there is only, from my memory, one translation to English. So out of 90 books, over 90 books, only the first book is translated to English. And there is no other translations, at least translations that I have found. It's not in German, it's not in Spanish, it's not in Italian. I don't think it's even in Chinese, or Korean, or Japanese, Nipponese. Only one in English, and it's this one. Arnaud is, as I said before, possibly the most famous science fiction French writer. And it's a real shame that we don't have more books from him translated to other tongues, because he is a fantastic writer. He is very detailed, he is very creative, and his worlds are fascinating, to say the least. Not a lot of people know, but the French have an amazing selection of visual novels, novels in the form of books as well. And the same thing happens with them as with Arnaud. They are not actually translated, so unless you know French, you are really not getting into the, not even 25% of the catalog that is the French science fiction authors and writers and drawers, artists, and so forth. This series in particular has inspired many things, from games. For example, the French company, I believe it was called Silmaris or Silmaris, something like that. They have a sort of strategy tactics game dedicated to the world found in this book, for DOS. It's a decent game. I played it. I liked it. What more has it inspired? The anime series, Overman King Gainer, from the same people that created Gundam. Well, this here is the inspiration. There was a TV show produced as well for, I believe, the French and the Canadian viewers as well. Though I'm not sure it was actually exposed in both places, or if it was only produced between both and only shown in Canadian TV. I'm not sure. It's a sort of a youthful teenager TV show. And it did have a strategy game as well. I think it was for mobile devices related to that TV show. I haven't tried it and I have no idea if it's good or not. It might even be online. It has also given place to a French comic, which I want to say again. The French have a lot of amazing visual novels of all genres. Science fiction, noir, love stories. What you want, they have something in the form of visual novels, and for all ages. Very well drawn, very nice stories. Again, a shame that we cannot see more of them. The amount of people, for example, that delve into Nipponese animation and manga, but have never actually been exposed to French comics and French visual novels. It's a small tragedy, because they are very proficient and very talented writers and artists. If you ask me, between Snowpiercer and all of the Ice Company books, because Snowpiercer, the original visual novel, was good, and the movie was good as well. And I'm not sure about the TV series, or better said, the internet series these days. That's not going to appear on any television sets for now, I think. It would have been better to invest time and money into releasing to the public the Ice Company and the 90 and so books, because this author has very detailed descriptions. He has a lot of small machines, gadgets, apparatus that appear in the book, a lot of terminology, a lot of lore. And if you want something to actually be, how would I say it, inclusive or calling, the more lore you have, the better. In my opinion, this book is much better than the world presented in Snowpiercer, and I would like for those with enough money to possibly try to bring this to life, because it's a much better world, and many times you can't beat the original, and this little man is the original. amazing art as well. Okay guys and gals, I just came back from the fair as I mentioned earlier, and I have a few other videos in mind for today, so for now, peace.